Good evening, everyone. Buenos noches. My name is Bobby Smith, Field President for Powur, and we are honored to have you here tonight. Our presentation tonight is designed for our guests here tonight and to walk everyone through the biggest event in the history of solar coming up very soon. We're going to talk to you about who we are, the model that we built that's changed the industry, why you should join our company tonight and be a part of the future of solar and renewable energy. As you look at our company and who we are, we were founded in the rainforest by Jonathan Budd and Jim Bunch, who you'll meet in just a little bit. Seeing the devastation there in the rainforest and knowing that we needed to make some decisions to build a cleaner and better world. Over $1 million was put up by these gentlemen to launch and start this company. And every great company has a great management team behind it. And we've brought the best from finance, solar procurement, accounting, training, support, everything you need to build a $1 billion publicly traded company. And we're excited just bringing on a new CFO to accomplish that. Again, I always say there's a difference between I've got a good idea and we're 7 years and $15 million into what we're doing. We started with the largest solar company in the world, Tesla. I have a system on my home from them. We realized we couldn't scale with them. We had a better idea. And we signed contracts with 100 of the top solar companies in the world. And we went online to see how the world felt about what we were doing. And we broke the world record at that time for a private crowd fundraise, over 1.4 million in just a few weeks. Over 5,000 people saw our vision and joined our company. But what really changed the game was now, just a few years ago, we launched the only fully transparent cost of goods model in the solar industry today, which means we're going to show you the money and we're going to pay you more money than anyone else and stock options if you perform. And that's all you can ask for in business and life, is to be rewarded at the highest level for your efforts playing at the highest level. So if you continue to look at who we are, it's really about our values more than anything else. And Jim will talk about that somewhat when we conclude. You know, a company that's born in the rainforest, that serves man and womankind, if it's not good for our grandchildren, we simply won't do it. It doesn't matter how much money they're in. We put our representatives first. We have an open Facebook page where people can share their open ideas. We protect humanity, offsetting 100% of the emissions that contribute from anything we do, whether it's truck delivering panels, the panels going on the roofs, whatever it may be, we're always going to do the right thing. And I think that's all you can ask from a company, again, as you continue to look deeper to make a decision if you believe that renewable energy is a future for you as well. The father of reality said that if you want to change things, don't fight the existing reality, build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. And that's what we've done. We've done something that no one in the world has ever done in history, in solar and renewable energy. And we'll talk about other companies have taken a similar type of path that we have. And then we're going to walk you through the numbers and the money and everything else. But we believe that the customer has to get a great value, and we're going to give them as good a value as they can get anywhere in the world. But that if you decide to join our company, that you're going to make more money, have the best training, and have the best experience and the best culture that anybody can have in any solar company in the world. More money, stock options than anywhere else. You see, in the old model of solar, you might get a job. And maybe if you're really good, you'll cut a deal. But the commissions will be smaller. There's really no support. There's no passive or residual income. It's a job. There's no equity or ownership, and there's nothing scalable about it. If you look at our model, it is all about really owning your own solar company. You are working for yourself. We're going to pay you the highest commissions in the industry. We have daily training and support in multiple languages. You'll meet a gentleman right now who's built a larger passive income than over 90% of the solar representatives in the world, maybe 95%, make foreign income. And you can own part of this company as we scale to $1 billion IPO. And that's what great companies do in today's world. They build scalable technology. My favorite conversation, and the one that should resonate, I think, with everyone out there, we don't have to be fancy about this. Draw a circle around your life. Look at communication, look at transportation, look at travel, look at retail, look now at even the workout world. So you're not calling a cab, right? It's Uber. You're not staying in a hotel as often, it's Airbnb. EXP is now the third largest real estate company in the United States of America. We're shopping differently at Costco. Everything we buy now, Amazon is coming to our houses every single day. and now with Peloton and online workouts. Folks, if all the basic arenas of your life and the biggest industries in the world have all transitioned to an online platform, then why would any logical thinking, forward thinking entrepreneur that wants to build a future think that the same thing is not going to happen in solar? And if you connect the dots, if in fact solar and renewable energy is the greatest and perhaps the most important shift of wealth in the history of man and womankind, and our company Powur has built the only sustainable online model to disrupt those industries, and you take a position early in the game, it's almost impossible to find a company like this with a 7-year track record. Every week, it seems like every month, we're featuring representatives that are now making 6 figures per month, much less all the ones that are making, just extraordinary incomes in the industry and earning stock. That's a special place to find a company. Proven track record, working with all the largest companies in the industry, have attracted all the best financing, all the best products, everything you could ask for, and then add to that, like a gentleman that you'll meet soon, providing the best training in the entire industry, then you found something special. And we're honored to be the company that's leading the transformation of solar and renewable energy to an online platform. At the same time, many of our representatives on the street, meeting in the homes. It's that great combination of online and inline. It just comes together perfectly. A great example of the people that we attract, although we feature people that have had no experience in solar just last week, that are now making multiple 6-figure incomes, we also attract the top of the food chain. And that would be Mr. Charles Thompson. Having run, built, owned some of the largest solar companies in the United States, Charles is one of the best in the industry, who has earned already more money than most people will ever earn in the solar industry. We know him as someone who served our country. We know him as a best friend. We know him as a dad. And we know him as one of the leading representatives in the world in Powur, does a vast majority of our training, works so closely with our corporate team as a liaison. I'm on the corporate side. The gentleman you'll meet after Charles on the corporate side, he is 100% earning money the way you would earn money in Powur if you decide to take a leap forward and become a part of the future of renewable energy. With that, I give you our dear friend and field leader, Mr. Charles Thompson. Charles.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Well said, and it's been an honor and will continue to be an honor to be working with you. 6 years ago, we met just down the road from where I sit today with this very windy Southern California storms that we're going through today. So thank you, sir, for all you do, your mentorship and your friendship so much. For you who might be listening to this for the very first time, I want to put some context to things and talk through this industry as it is today. There's 130 million homes that are plugged into the dirty energy grid. 90 million of those homes are eligible for what we do, which is solar, primarily zero down solar. And only about 3 million have made that transition. So you're looking at a virtually untapped market. And what's driving the market is really zero down solar, where people can actually swap a liability payment for a loan payment and have nothing out of pocket cost, have immediate savings day one, anywhere from 5 to 40%, raises the value of their home, typically more than the cost of the system itself. The home value goes up anywhere between 4 and 6%. They lock that cost of energy. They own that energy. If they paid cash, they own it immediately. If they took out a loan, whatever the term is, anywhere from 8 years to 25 years, whenever they pay that loan off, that energy is theirs, and they get to use it for free as they move forward. That's control and predictability. What we get access to as consultants from the company is what's called cost of goods. It's the new term, and it's really relevant to Powur. It's wholesale versus retail. And if you look at this example, which I was involved in, the cost of goods was $17,500. It was sold for $35,000, which had some adders, financing, maybe a main panel upgrade. I don't remember exactly what the electrical work was that was needed. But the most important thing is the net revenue was $10,500. If you're with a traditional solar company, about 20 to 30% of that revenue would come to you for being the person who is a consultant who can close the deal. Powur's model has inverted that. Powur gives you, me, 70% of that revenue. They only keep 30% of that revenue. And what they do with that 30% is they take half of that and they put it into a compensation plan to reward you for referring others to utilize the platform. So we do two things. We sell solar, and I believe we get paid better than any company in the industry. I've owned my own company, so I've seen what we've been able to pay. And then we help others do the same thing. That's it. But the most important thing, when you first start is to sell solar, to fill your pipeline and make whatever income that you desire by selling solar. In this particular case, well over 7,000, and that's about our average commission company-wide. What you get to offer your customers, this is our optional warranty feature. Think about this. They have complete control and predictability over their energy costs. Now we get the ability to offer them complete 30-year end-to-end bumper-to-bumper warranty. The out-of-the-box warranty is slightly different than that, but this is the beauty that you get specifically with the Powur platform, is to be able to a worry-free, hassle-free warranty opportunity. In doing so, you're going to eventually want to share that. Maybe it's day one, maybe it's day 365. You're going to share that with other people. And when you do that, you get 20% of the revenue that Powur collected. This doesn't affect your revenue. It comes out of Powur's share. Remember I said they get 30%. They take half of that and put it into a rev share plan. This is where it applies. 20% of Powur's share. I'll put a dollar value to that in a moment. Some of those people will do the same thing. Some won't. But those who do, then that creates what's called leveraged income for you, leveraged passive income for you. And it goes down as many as 6 tiers, levels, generations, whatever terms you're comfortable with. In that, if you look at the way the plan's laid out, the wider your organization grows, the deeper your revenue share goes. And if you look at your first level, that's anybody you directly referred to leveraging the platform. On average, you're making $550. They refer somebody, they'll make that $550. You'll continue to be rewarded. It goes 20%, 10%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. That is where you can have truly life-changing income passively by building a small, medium, or large income. You don't have to do that, but if you desire to do that, this is the vehicle for you to be able to do it. In addition to that, we have what's known as the mentorship program. And the beauty of the mentorship program is for those who, they really don't have experience selling solar, then what you have the ability to do is tap into a skill set of people who are trained to close solar deals. In that, if you look at the way the rev share plan comes up here, is it's a 50-50 rev share. So out of the commission, in the case it's $7,000, the consultant who closes the deal and you, the mentor and the consultant split that 50-50. That's more than the typical solar company pays for the entire commission. And that's the beauty of this platform. So for your first 3 projects, you'll work with whomever you choose. Typically it's who's ever brought you into the organization, but it may be somebody within that leadership team. And that's who will coach you through your first 3 contracts. Once you've done that, then if you decide to, you can move on and start selling on your own. But I've had people leverage the mentorship program for more than a dozen projects. There are some who never want to close a deal, and all they want to do is leverage the mentors and be a really good lead generation on it. It's totally up to you. But once you've done that, you get the knowledge level, you get the confidence, you get the ability to tap into the best people in the industry, not just in our company, but in the industry. The icing on the cake is the equity that Powur provides us. If you look at the rev share plan, and then you couple that with equity, on your first install, you're going to get 25 stock options. Anyone you directly refer, you're going to receive 12.5 options. It's actually rounded up to 13 on any of their installs. And then by performance goals, 25 installs in a calendar year is 250 options, 50 in a calendar year is 1,250 options. And since you're part of Powur, before Powur goes public, you'll have the ability to purchase discounted options when Powur does go public. There's really no way to demonstrate exactly what that will mean, but I'll share just a backstory. I've ran 2 of the nation's largest energy companies as they moved into the solar side of the business. Neither of them, they're collectively worth $30 billion. Found a way to generate positive cash flow, profit, which is important. They couldn't do it. They couldn't find a way to change their business models and scale at the same time. Powur, 7 years nearly in the making, $1 million with Jonathan Budd, and over that period of time, about $10 million through crowd, through friends and family, figured it out. They reinvested that profit to create a game-changing platform that you and I, that all of us have access to. That's going to be one heck of a story when it goes to Wall Street. I don't know exactly what it's going to mean, but for me, I personally believe it's going to be generational changing wealth. That's the icing on the cake. We are in 20 markets throughout the United States. And those that are yellow, we are the general contractor. Powur's the general contractor. What that means to you is that it's a better overall experience from the homeowner because they own that relationship from the introduction all the way through to what we call glass on the roof, when the panels are on and it goes operating within the utility. Every single market that's blue, Powur has already applied to become the general contractor as well. So within, I believe, the next 3 to 4 months, all of those will be yellow. And then the expansion will continue throughout the central part and the northeast part. So we're virtually untapped in most of the markets. You look at the number of homes, and you're looking at a nationwide average about 3%. California's got the highest market share within the continental United States. Then imagine opening these markets that have 0.0001%. That's where the real excitement's going to be, in addition to the markets that we have today. The technology that Bobby mentioned, this is a game changer. This is a dynamic proposal tool that once you enter in a few bits of information about the company, you get back within typically 30 to 60 minutes a link that shows you everything. I'm going to show you a demonstration of that here in just a moment. You can credit check the client. You can request all the documents. There's no calling, no texting, no emailing. It's as simple as clicking buttons, and I'll show you in a moment. All your projects are managed under one roof. You can be selling in all 20 states without having to manage a team. You have a team behind you that provides that fulfillment. They also provide all the accounting, the operations. That support pays you daily. And if you're building any size team, small, medium, or large, those commissions are paid out on a weekly basis. This is a business in a box for anybody who wants to come into the solar industry. This is the way, the best vehicle for you to do that. The tools that I mentioned, this is the dynamic proposal. How simple it is to design a system. You get back what's called a max fit design. In that, you click on, and once it goes red, that means you're not using that panel. It stays green. That's the panels that you've chosen. You'll get coached on that, trained on that. That's what the mentorship program is all about. And it shows you all of the details. In addition to every single penny that's allocated in the cost of the system, you choose what modules, you choose what inverters, everything is at your click of the button. Any adders, any work that needs to be done that you know needs to be done, it's all you. And if you're saying, look at this, that's a lot of information. I'm showing you to show the simplicity of that, but that's what the mentor's responsibility will be, to walk you through how all of these amazing tools work and how you can scale your business unlike anything out there. Same with the financing options. You choose from the best option based upon what is appropriate for that particular situation, for that homeowner, for their credit score, etc. And then you get back an example. This is one of thousands of examples that happen every single month. The commissions that are paid out to the penny shows you transparently every penny of the deal. But you determine all that. You're the one who determines what the margin is. You're the one who determines how much profit you want to earn. And you're the one who has control of the relationship all the way through PTO, but you don't have the responsibility of managing everything along the way. So with that, I want to recap of the most important parts of what we said this evening, and that is the 70-30 revenue share over that cost of goods. The sixth level, if you choose to build an organization, small, medium, or large, and the equity ownership. I'll share with you, Bobby mentioned, alluded to what this has done for me, and I've been with Powur for 6 years now, but this model is less than 2 years up and running. And what it's been able to generate for me, I still sell typically a deal to 3 per week. I love to do that. And I mentor, which is a way that I fulfill the training and everything that I'm passionate about that. But the passive income is 7 figures per year. Where can you go and work for someone and then decide, I don't want to do anything else, and actually have passive income, whether it's $1,000 a month or $110,000 a month? Where else can you go than the Powur platform? And that's the beauty of this. And this is, you turn all the responsibility of running the business over to Powur. And all that's available to you for a $99 onboarding fee. We all pay $49 a month for the technology that allows us to do what we do. That's the best $49 investment I make every single month, because I look at this and say, I can only imagine in a year or less when Powur's got 10,000 people investing around $50 a month into the technology, what it does now and what it's going to do then. I can only imagine how incredible this technology will be. So there's 2 audiences that are with us here tonight. There's those who are going to stick around live and get a chance to have questions answered and hear from the amazing Jim Bunch, our co-founder and he leads up the training, the personal development, the customer experience. You'll hear more about him in just a moment. But if you're listening live, stand by. If you're listening to the recorded version, get back to whoever shared this link with you. Decide to become part of this movement, work with a mentor. And if you're a homeowner, go solo for your own home. There's no better way than to start by doing just that.